Good afternoon, and welcome to another episode of The Unexpected Detour, where in life detours are inevitable. I am your host, Frances Hammond, and today I have the pleasure of having Tally Koren. She is a singer, she's a healer, she loves life, she loves people, and she is a caregiver. And Tally is going to tell us all about herself and how she heals and all the contributions that she makes just to make the world a better place because we definitely need it to be a better place. So, with that, Tally, you take over.
Thank you so much, Francis. It's such an honor to be here and to talk to you and to talk to all your listeners and to give a bit of the insight that I have and why my purpose is life is give some kind of healing to people through music, through fulfilling their purpose, through really the journey of being themselves, which I think is almost the core for many things. So yes, I'm a singer-songwriter. I born in Israel, but I moved to London with nothing, no connections, no money, no nothing. And I think that time of being here at the beginning, the loneliness and leaving behind quite a glamorous life and rich husband at the time. So I just made a 99-degree change in my life. It was something from inside that I knew that I have to follow my dream and follow my intuition, which I think is something very important. A little bit before coming to the UK, I went to a course of Reiki, doing healing. Reiki is a very famous healing method. And I went and we started to do one each other healing. And I realized that there is something about doing healing to others that remind me of some kind of sensitivity that as a composer and as a singer or even painter, I paint as well, that I have in me. This is how when you do healing to someone else, it's not you. It's definitely not you. You are only a vehicle. We're here as a vehicle, as a singer, as a composer, as a healer. But if we come with purity and we're very much connected to to ourself and without distraction and be in the present moment when we do the healing or when we do the music, then we can be a better vehicle. And so this is how I came. So I started to do healing in Israel, but then I came here and went through quite a difficult time to be on your own. And yeah, it was just beyond words, I think, until a moment that I was so low that I went to a park quite late at night, shouting to God or whatever everyone like to call it, energies, God, whatever religious, whatever people feel comfortable, but I shouted and cried. What? Do you believe in me? Do you believe? Because I've been in the journey as a singer-songwriter for a long time with successes, but not the big time, but definitely enough success to continue. And it was very dangerous and not responsible to walk in the park at night, but that's where I was. I was crying, it was catharsis, but then I understood, Tally, you need to go back home. But as I always do, like here I have my piano, you cannot see, my piano is my friend, is my way to take the pain and transform it into music. So I realized, I wrote the song, Do You Believe in Me? Like I believe in you. which is very powerful ballad with questioning. All the question we have, why me? Why, all the challenges. But then through a journey of healing, self-healing, I go to now to say that I've got kind of the answer. That is, do I believe in me like he believes in me?
Absolutely. And you believe in
Yeah,
you like he believes in you.
exactly.
What
So
made
we are
you
here.
go to what made you leave Israel?
What made me live in Israel? So I was in the Eurovision, pre-Eurovision contest, not in
Oh,
Europe, but to choose. Everyone thought it would be like the biggest hit. And so much fear came to me. Although I was a model, I'm very familiar with camera, but it was my first live TV. There was so much expectation. So my fear created an atmosphere that everyone around me was nervous, the makeup artist, the hair, and I ended up looking not like myself. I looked so bad. So it was like the worst that I could ask for. So, and I went also to a very set pois, as I said, 7 points. But immediately when I got the 7 points from the end, I said, right, seven, it's a number of key. 7 days a week, 7 notes, 7 rainbows, the color seven is a very powerful number. I said that lost will be the key for my life. This is how it went on my head. And this is how I created suddenly to become, go to England and become international singer-songwriter. So yeah, so that is just on few, very brief start. So I can talk forever, but I'll let you ask me if you have any questions.
well, that's interesting. I mean, I know a lot of people, they'll go just to be going, and they start a new life someplace else. And I'm sure it's fearful at first to be in a place where you're unfamiliar, your surroundings, the people are not what you're accustomed to dealing with. But you seem to blend in.
Yeah. It's even now, and I believe everyone that is going to listen to us and they left their own country. The moment you leave your own country, even if it's English, let's say you're from America and you come to the UK, you left the place that you are used to, the culture, the habits. Um, so the moment that you leave your own place, forever you are split. Forever you are split. You are yearning for something, but then when you go to your country, you want to go back to the England. So it's all the time. But if we look at it in a positive thing, it enriches you as a person. You become bigger, wider. And I think we're here in life to expand ourself, our soul, and more challenges we have.
Right. Because I know when I went to Italy, I did not want to come back.
Really? Was it for vacation?
It was a vacation, but
Ah,
it just felt at home. But then I encountered somebody who lived there, and she said it's not as easy as it looks. She was
exactly.
there for 10 years, and it took her 10 years just to get on her feet.
You
So,
see?
yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
she explained it to me. So I said, I get it. And then I know
You
my
get
son, he loves Japan because that's where he wants to live. And he seems to have no problem with it.
Yeah. If something is calling him, he should do it. I know it's going to be hard for you, but it was very difficult for my parents that I moved here, and even now, that I was in hospital. My mother cannot recognize me because she has Alzheimer, but she feels me. But before she got very ill, it was very difficult because I'm a, sweetheart and I'm far away. But I think we need to follow our hearts of what we love doing.
Sometimes we can't please our parents because this is our life we're living.
Exactly.
They've already lived theirs. And I know some parents want to live their life through their children, which is selfish. And that's
Exactly.
when we have to let it go and let them find their own way in life. So,
Exactly. Letting go, it's a big thing. So when I came here and had many good things and challenges, but at some point I wrote a song, uh, which is just now releasing. I'm calling you. I'm calling you now. I'm alone. I'm calling you my angel. Make me strong. Because although what defines me is my resilience, we all break. We all have those days that we break, and it's very important to know to ask for help as well. So the beautiful thing is that I wrote the song, and few weeks after I met my husband, my late husband, that was
well, but
British.
look what God did.
Yeah, my late husband. It just was a miracle. And then we've been married, and it was beautiful, but he got suddenly diagnosed with terminal cancer.
What kind of
And
cancer did he have, if you don't mind?
it no, 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 of course. It started from the bowel.
Oh,
It started there. At the beginning, it was very, very upbeat. It looked like, because he was hypnotherapist, he
oh,
understood the mind. He understood how much our mind play a big role in our healing. But like many people, he said to me, listen, if David Bowie, one of the richest people in the world, did not choose holistic methods, why shall I choose? He said, the stories of success that you hear from holistic approaches are some, but they're more unsuccessful. So I was disappointed that him, as someone that chose holistic method, did not combine it, at least combine it. But again, everyone has his own journey. I could not judge him. One of his bucket lists was to meet the Archbishop of Canterbury, that he was just changed a few months ago, but he was his hero, and I arranged him to do it.
oh, that was nice.
Yeah. And we met there, and you sit with someone that is like the highest close to God in the UK. And and it was beautiful because my late husband said to him, it's the best time of my life. Those, he knew he's dying, but he said, I became a better therapist. He suddenly started to, give all himself. But that's what he said to him, that it's the best time. So I'm saying, and wrote in one song once, we can do different. Why do we need to experience death for choosing life? Do you know
Right.
what I mean? So,
Yeah.
so I'm very much into to prevent. It doesn't mean that everyone has the same journey, but as a healer, I just always sense when my immune system is getting low, when negativity, like today, I told you I'm very tired, but I knew that the moment that I speak about life, about giving to people, I wake up. I
Oh,
wake up
okay.
because it's my purpose. But yes. So he had a very interesting 5 years of his journey.
Okay. And you helped him.
I was
You,
non-stop. I was non-stop near him, non-stop. Even in the hospice, I slept in a bed near him. And in a way, he became a better therapist, but he didn't become a better husband. He had to be selfish because it was all about him.
right.
And the worst thing was, he asked me to keep it as a secret
Oh,
because he was, as I said, hypnotherapist and worked with famous footballers and rich people. So he worked until the last 3 weeks of his life. No one knew that he had cancer. So,
wow.
so I did, and he didn't have, his hair didn't fall, so he didn't have
He
side
didn't take
effects.
he didn't take any conventional medicine. That's why. He did holistic the whole time,
No,
right?
no, no. No, he
Oh,
had only conventional. He didn't
oh,
want to do holistic, but I don't know how it happened to him. He didn't have any side effect. He might have trained his mind without me knowing, but he didn't want the holistic, and I was upset with him.
oh, you wanted him to do the holistic.
To combine, I said to him, listen, let's go to India. Let's forget everything. Let's just heal you, heal us. Let's just do it. But it's not the journey is chosen. It chose to be bigger than life, work with footballers, look the best he ever did, spend all the money on expensive brands. And that was his choice. And the beautiful thing that the last Christmas, which was only 2 weeks before he died, he said to me, thank you for letting me be a short time in your life. So he knew that he was a face in my life. And I gave him everything. I gave him everything. And I didn't have any support mechanism because it was a secret.
Oh, okay. You couldn't tell anybody.
No, only few people, but people always they go to social media. Eh, I had interviews. I made an album at the time called A Love Song for You. Every time we used to come back from a day of chemotherapy, I would just go and record to help myself. And then I did a big launch. No one knew that it was for him.
Oh, he had radiation too?
He had radiation, yeah. He
Oh,
had radiation. But then it's how do you say, I forgot the word, it's spread to the
oh,
liver.
it metastasized.
Yeah, it spread.
Oh,
Yes, it spread
oh,
to the
okay.
liver. Yeah.
Oh,
But what I can say to really yesterday, actually, I missed him when I was in the recording studio because he would have been so proud, and he knew this producer, which I haven't worked for a long time. So he's kind of was with me. But what I've learned from him and what kept him going, and as I said, look gorgeous. He looked at it best. Is all the time he had the method of copy and paste. What does it mean, copy and paste? It's all the time he would dream about this vacation. We come from this vacation, he would dream, right, I want to buy a Rolex watch, right? He get the Rolex watch, I want to do that. So he's all the time copy and paste with the time to give himself what he wants. So instead of being in that tension and stress and anxiety, he was all the time moving forward, pace, pace,
He did,
pace.
yeah, he didn't let anything stop him. He had a
Ne-
positive outlook on what he was going through.
And the fiercest thing was 2 months before the end, he helped a very famous boxer. Derek Chisora is very famous in the UK, and we drove all the way. And it was 2 months before the end. He was slimmer already, and he has chosen to have the port here, so it's not in the hand, so he
Yeah.
can hide it with his trendy clothes. But his fear was, can you imagine, you meet the boxer, hey mate, and he give you
Oh,
a
yeah.
boxer, or all the footballers. So he had constant fear, but he just gave it the best time, as he said to the Archbishop, and that was very inspiring. But I would have chosen probably a different journey, but we cannot judge anyone.
No, no. And how did you handle it? All of that. You handled it well, didn't you? I'm sure deep inside you felt like you could strangle him to go do holistic, but you had to let him follow his own lead.
I had to there was anger. There was anger for the beginning of that, because I could see, for example, we would go to the doctors, and because beside healing, I used to work just for earning money as a journalist, and I love eating well. So I was talking with the doctor. I said, I'm not a doctor or expert, but you have so many articles and so much knowledge that sugar is not good for you, and it's important to eat well. So the doctor just stopped me and talked to my husband and said, listen, you can eat whatever you like, which was a compensation. And I think that was the main reason it spread. He ate like a pig, what he was eating. Yes. So I was angry that he didn't follow his profession. But after releasing that anger, I experienced something the most profound. It's loving unconditionally, and giving him totally, which is something that definitely represents me. But it's not almost, it's an honor to be with a person and give them all of yourself. He didn't want nurses, he didn't want any
Just
carer,
wanted you.
he just wanted me.
He just wanted his wife there
That's right. At
because
some
he
stage, I
knew,
said, right, we do
yeah,
need to
he knew
intellect.
that you would not let anything happen to him and that you loved him unconditionally. Oh,
And it was good because, I I am afraid to love unconditionally because I was hurt in my past. So when you know someone is not going to be forever, you give all yourself, and it's a
right.
beautiful thing to love unconditionally.
Yeah.
It's different for children, of course. With children, it's
Yeah,
different. With
children, it is different, but when you get older, you do love unconditionally and you
yeah,
learn to like let go.
exactly, exactly, and it's
I
lovely.
understand.
It's a
So what
lovely.
kind of healing do you do, Tally?
So I started with the Reiki, which everyone knows about it, but then I found a school in Spain that the healing called mystic therapy. It's still hands-on healing. The master, when you do Reiki, you call an energy. So the master is still a living master that is all the day in meditation with nature, with God. And I did healing to my late husband, and he gave me the biggest compliment. He said, you are the real healer between both of us. So yeah, so it's a hands-on healing. When I do it to people, I bond with them completely. I could feel if there is some blockages. I also had twice or three times experience of cancer patient. And can you imagine when I did healing to her, the light bulb explode?
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You could
Oh,
feel there is something that was different, maybe because of the chemotherapy.
right.
But I could feel it in all my body. It was very difficult. But yes, so it's called mystic therapy. It's very pure, and the purpose of it is really bring you back to yourself and light. And yeah, that's, I think, the journey we are all the time. We're on the go, 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 go. But for me, if you ask me in few lines to say what is my healing and what is my advice to you, to the people in the world, is take the minus and turn it into a plus. So take anything difficult that happened to you, include that word, that illness. And that's what my husband did. He suddenly gave, in that time, to go for a drink, works with footballers, do things that he hasn't done before.
Right.
He dared to do. So this is my what keeps me going, even in the hospice when he was dying. And I was in a terrible state in that environment. I had to transform the situation. And I came and whispered in his ears something that, one day it will come in my book. But
I could imagine what you whispered in his ear.
because even in that time, we have the ability, the choice to do something good to the world. When you do good to the world, you do to yourself, but also do to yourself. Love your neighbor as
And
yourself, by
yourself.
yourself.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. We are
Yeah.
here in a journey, and that's what kept me going in those 4 or 5 years of the journey with him. I just learned to love myself more and more, and just every and when I say love, it's also do action. Give yourself, if you like massage, if you like reflexology, and if you don't have money, there is always people that volunteer. There is always solution to everything. No
Yeah.
excuses.
Yes, you're absolutely right. There is no excuse
No,
not to love yourself. No.
exactly,
That's a
exactly,
gift from God to love yourself. Yeah.
exactly, exactly.
Yes. And
So yeah, so that is really on
so your
few.
music is healing too.
Music in general is healing.
Yeah.
People live with music, but people, when they hear my voice, even if I'll sing rock and roll or I do all these remixes now, the vibration of my voice have the healing because it's in me. But a lot of my lyrics has really inspiring messages about love yourself, keep going, flow, So I don't practice as before the healing one-to-one because I just don't have time. Just don't
Oh,
have
okay.
time.
But when
But
you
I,
go see your mom, you do it, right?
sorry?
When you see your mom, I'm sure you do it, the healing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Even though her mind might not be there, I'm sure you're still doing it with her.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
When I go there, it's 10 days from 8 in the morning till 6 just with her. And it's the third time that they
Oh,
contact me and she's just in the lowest hemoglobin and just like go to A&E, and then she comes back. So, it's she has a purpose why she's still here with us, and she's going to be 90 in September.
nice. That's
So,
awesome.
yeah, yeah.
And your
So,
dad too?
What?
How old is your dad?
He's 92 already.
Oh,
And yeah, yeah. And there are issues with him as well. But I'm much closer. Of course, I care about my father, but there was always a big bond between me and my mother.
oh, okay. No, I get it. That
You get
happens.
it? You get it?
Yeah, yeah, I get it. That happens. But I see you're on YouTube, on iTunes. Your music
Yeah,
is,
I'm everywhere. I'm on. This was I was on number 2 in the Latin chart in America in Christmas. Now, same song of Calling You that I shared with you that I wrote it and I met my late husband. Now I'm having a remix with it.
okay.
Same song, same word, but more powerful because of the drums. So I am shouting, calling loud to my angels and God to meet my new soulmate. It's time.
Okay.
It's time. I've been for a long time. You know, it was also because of grief, but also I didn't find someone as nice. And I'm also building my career.
Yeah, right now you're doing you.
Exactly.
You're doing you
I'm
right
doing
now.
me, but
Yeah.
now I'm calling you. Now I'm alone. I'm calling you my angel. That's it. So hopefully, even your podcast, everything, all the publicity will bring the right person to my life at the right time. At the
Yeah,
right
yeah, right. Yeah, make sure it's the right person, right time. I don't want
Exactly.
anything happening to you. Okay?
Exactly.
Mm.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Yes. So when are you coming to New York or to the States? Do you come to the States?
So I lived in the state many, many years ago when I was 18, when I was a model. Then my father used to live in Texas as well. So I visited
Oh,
him. I lived in Mexico. And the interesting thing, an older man that used to be the manager of Frank Sinatra and Tony Bennett, he heard my very low voice and he fell in love with that. And he said, you must go to New York because there are so many venues like jazzy and cabaret. So I will definitely. So are you in New York? Are you based in New
yes,
York?
ma'am.
We're going to meet, huh?
That's why
I,
I asked you, when are you coming to New
I
York?
will. I have to say, I really feel that America will be my second home. But the fact that
And
I'm
I welcome you.
Thank you. The fact that I'm only 4 hours from Israel and I'm in uncertainty with my parents
Right.
for at least, I don't know, weeks, months, years, going to America can be a big thing. It's a
Yes.
big thing. But it will happen. We're going to meet up.
Yeah.
I promise you.
You have siblings?
I have a sister. I have a sister. She
She's
lives.
in Israel?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
She's
okay.
very different. Yes, she's
Oh,
just
okay.
never left one husband. I have a completely different life, but we love one each other.
Oh, well, that's the good thing. That's a
Exactly.
good thing. So how could you encourage people about when they're going through cancer? Like me, I have this thing where I was told I like to talk to people. I don't know. Yes, like I'll be in the hospital and I see the faces of the people and they look so sad.
Exactly.
And so I try to smile and, make them smile back so they don't look the way they look. So,
You just said something very important. So coming back, obviously my experience is from Simon. So he used to go to the hospital and I would be with him. So I know exactly what you're talking of those sad people. He would go with a jacket, a man with a jacket and heavier handkerchief. And he comes to the doctors, we come to the oncologists, and they do like this and say, how are you? And they're so, they are very sad as well, the doctors say, how are you doing? And he used to say, oh, I'm fabulous. So he would encourage and inspire all the doctors. So
Yeah,
I
that's
think
why I asked you.
that's what you are doing. That's
Oh,
what you are doing. But the important here is the belief. The belief that you can make it. It's a phase in your life that you've chosen, God chosen for you to have that very challenging time, that you're going to learn to love yourself even more. But copy and paste, you paste the future. You have a podcast now. Paste, you're going to come and see me performing in my first gig. My husband didn't really want to leave. Although it was, look outside, deep inside he didn't. Because if he did, he would do everything. We'll go to 3 different opinions, listen to me, and let's go to India, try any healing. He didn't. He didn't.
oh,
But many people, because as a healer, but also as someone that was writing about holistic alternative health, there is such, I don't know if you believe in that, but there is a big connection between the body and the soul. It's
I
almost
do.
like a package deal.
Yes.
So when our soul is not very happy, and it can be for so many reasons, bad relationship, unfulfillment, money, uh, hate, self-hate instead of self-love. There are so many things, all kind of things that we didn't sort out from our childhood, like, like a father that was a little bit
Daddy issues. Yeah, daddy issues.
yeah, daddy issues, daddy aggression, which I sorted, thank God. But all those things, they are with us, and if we don't express ourselves in healing therapy or with people we love, if we are repressed, it can come and be manifested in a different way.
Yes, you're absolutely right. And I had to keep myself upbeat when I was going through my journey. And I had to push away all the negative people.
Of course,
I didn't want
number
them to
one.
feed that energy to me because I wanted to heal. And that's
Exactly.
what it was.
You are healed.
Yeah.
You are healed.
I wanted to be on point and the
You are
podcast
healed.
just came out of all of that.
How beautiful, and it can be bigger and bigger and bigger. So
I
you
thank you.
are healed. You are healed. And you said before something that, if you don't mind, I'm very sensitive to words. You said, when I used to go, or still going to the hospital, I'm trying to smile. I took the word trying from the vocabulary. Word trying is a negative word. You're going to the hospital, you shine, you make everyone, you uplift everyone. That's what I can see it in you. I can feel it as a healer. I can feel, you know uh, I came to this podcast with no energy, no ounce, but it's your inner peace and pureness and kindness that it shines out of you.
Oh, thank you.
It
Yeah.
shines out of you, but we need to choose life. And
Yes.
I think that Simon didn't choose it. I even saw in one of his diaries that he said, soon I will not be here, and he asked me to forgive him that he left me alone because he was my best friend.
Right.
But that I wrote a song called The Gift. This grief, this journey, understanding what people go through was one of the biggest gifts besides his friendship and love. Because how would I be able to talk to you now, um, and be able to inspire people if I was not with him.
Right.
I wonder what you think about this. For me, the biggest thing that I've learned with conventional medicine that I would like something to change is doctor coming and telling you you have a terminal cancer, you've got 5 years to live, 3 years to live. What
Yeah. I
this
don't like that.
it's a wrong thing. First, you are
Yeah,
not
I
God.
agree with you. Because they're not God, number one. And number two, they don't know what an impact it has on the family when you say that. It
Why
has,
only on the family or on the person's
yeah, because
subconscious?
deep down inside, you're wondering, so is this the day? Is this the day? Is this the day? And it's a cycle because you don't know because they've given you a time stamp as to when you can
Yeah,
go. And
yeah.
they don't have the authority to do that.
No.
Not at all.
That need to change. If I wanted to do a TED talk, when you talk in front of a lot of people, they didn't choose me yet. Probably it's still not the right time. This is one of the contributions that I want to bring to the world is change the way doctors say it and change it.
Yeah.
Because Simon was hypnotherapies that work with the subconscious. Our subconscious, the moment it get the command that you're dying in 2 years, that's it. That's it. Our subconscious doesn't know to choose between good and bad. That's why so many lovely people like Louise Hay, I'm sure you heard about Louise Hay, that has the book, How Can You Heal Yourself? So I definitely recommend it to your listeners as the Bible. But then you have Dr. Joe Dispenza, he's a scientist, more and more scientists, Lipton, more and more scientists are talking about that it's the mind and our thought become the reality. So that's why if we are like you, positive, come to hospital, positive and nice, then that's what you will create in your
It's
life.
like we feed ourselves these negative things and they happen instead of training your mind to think positive.
Only positive. And
Yeah.
it's not
And some people will tell me, oh, it's hard, but it's only hard when you don't practice. You have to try, do it daily, and it becomes a pattern of your life. Yeah.
exactly. I became brainwashed when I was in that journey, very difficult because at the end, we stayed in a different bedrooms because he had the port and he said, Tally, make sure that I wake up in the morning. So I needed to go to sleep thinking, oh,
Right.
I might die
So
this
you want
night.
to be in that room with him.
Yeah, and he might die this night. So I couldn't fall asleep. So I was listening on YouTube to all these positive things, as I said, Louise Hay, Dr. Wine Diner. There are so many positive people. So my mind became brainwashed for good things. So when I'm
Right.
now coming across negative people, they don't have more than few minutes in my life. I
I
just
don't
cannot
blame you.
tolerate negative. And the reason my husband wanted to keep it as a secret, that was the reason. Because if everyone would have known, so people are, it's human nature. They want to be nice. They so then they will call you, oh, how are you doing? And it will be only cancer, only negative, 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 instead of the pace of thinking already right. We are
Right.
moving forward. And that's why I wanted to keep it as a secret so he
Oh,
can
okay.
live his life without all this
Without the
negativity.
negativity. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
So the
then
only one
people,
that suffered was me because I didn't get the mechanism. But what do you think I did? I opened poetry competition about peace for children. I used to come with the same laptop. He's having all half a day chemotherapy. I'm with the laptop, changing children's lives, working with the House of Lords. So I use the time in a productive way. So I'm
Right.
not going to get bonker. So it's all about choices, choices every minute. And that's why my song Free Will, that was in the
I
chart.
gotta listen to it when we get off.
Yes, so it has many versions. It has dance, it has the Latin, it's all, and the words came to me in one take on Christmas Eve. And it's all about choices that we have in every minute. And we're all choosing life, choosing positive, choosing giving. And that's all what I can say.
Yeah, that's very powerful. You're very encouraging. I like that.
Thank
Very, very encouraging. Your thought process for those who do listen will uplift them.
I hope so. I hope so.
No,
Believe
it
in
will, because
yourself.
many a
Believe in
times
yourself.
I have tried to explain it's your mind. When you
All is in
sit
the mind.
down and you think about it, you just think about the things you're thinking. If you reverse those thoughts, it's your mindset. You
It's
gotta have a
all the
different mindset about a lot of things.
exactly. It's
Yeah,
all about that. And sometimes I'm saying that the journey, the fact that God gave me blessing of talent, but the
yeah,
journey is much longer because I created that. But because of that, I can give to people more than music. And I
right.
always wanted to be more than just singer-songwriter. I want to bring something to the world. This is my purpose, but everything is in the mind, everything. And there are more
So
and
you
more
said
scientists,
you're
more and
writing
more.
a book.
Sorry?
You're writing a book.
It's definitely will be a big thing because, like this wonderful podcast, I do a lot of those. It's very important to bring the message, but I actually didn't share anything with the world yet.
Okay.
I
Okay.
haven't started. I haven't started, and people
Oh,
will be shocked. But um, everything is stage by stage. We need to do
yeah,
everything stage by stage when we can. Also, when my parents are still alive, my father, there is certain thing I wouldn't want to write. Not to
yeah.
upset, to respect. So the book is definitely, and the Netflix after, and the movie after.
So you just write a memoir of the part you want to talk about. That's it.
Exactly. But I
That's,
really like how you do your podcast. It's really, really great. I looked at
thank you.
it's fantastic. So
Thank you.
keep
Yeah,
keep going.
I will. I
I
will.
will
I have
see you in New
to,
York. I will
yeah,
see you in New York.
make sure you stay in touch.
No, I will be in touch. The moment I'm in New York, I will come for a show. You will be there. You will be
Yes,
there.
because I
It'll
want to
be
see
so
you in
exciting.
person so I can get a hug and I can give you a
Absolutely.
hug and tell you how
Absolutely.
grateful I am
Absolutely.
to have met you.
Wonderful. So lovely to talk to you. Can I
Yeah.
just share one thing with the
Sure.
audience? You would love it. And I found that in the garage of Simon in a different town, he had a garage and I had to go and clear it. It was a nightmare. But suddenly I found a card. It's on my microwave. So I thought to share it with your listener. This is the beginning of a new day. God has given me this day to use as I will. I can waste it or grow in its light and be of service to others. But what I do with this day is important because I have exchanged a day of my life for it. When tomorrow comes, today will be gone forever. I hope I will not regret the price I paid for it.
That's awesome.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yes.
So
Yeah. Oh,
everyone,
yeah.
every day, just do good thing to yourself
And
and to
maybe people should take more time to just meditate,
oh,
to
meditate
breathe
is very
in
Oh,
Take those deep breaths in and out and clear your aura, your mind, and yeah.
absolutely. That is the best journey, is to meditate, breathing, and all the methods are all available out there for free. And we just need to stop. I felt so tired, so I did meditate an hour ago because it was difficult, to do it. But yeah, now I feel all awake again.
Mhm.
That's what the light does, the inner
Oh,
light, the
yeah.
inner light. And
It
you,
it brightens you up, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
So wonderful. So thank you very much for having me.
Oh, thank you for being a guest. I appreciate you so much. And we finally caught up, so that was awesome. And I don't have to worry about going back and forth because now I know how to get in touch with Tally. Plus, I looked at your website, so yeah,
Wonderful. So we'll keep in
I
touch.
was on there on the
Wonderful.
website so I can keep up to date. And then I think I started following you on Instagram. So,
I follow you as well. I
oh,
follow you
okay,
as well.
yeah. So
So
this
when
way
is
you
it
can
going
keep
to
up.
be out? When is it going to be out?
Oh, this today?
Today.
Yeah. I
Fantastic.
send it to you first before I put it out
You
there.
don't need to. You don't need to. But what
Oh,
are we recording, or you finished the recording, right?
no, we're still recording.
But you can cut it, yeah?
Yes, yes.
You
So
can
I'm
cut
gonna
it.
cut it now and say thank you for
Cut it. So
having.
what I'm saying to you is more powerful for us is now that we know on each other, if we make few weeks in advance, promotion for something like that, and then we're live, either I am with you or you are live with me on Instagram, what
Okay.
happened is so many people come and suddenly they see me live because I have more
You
followers.
have, yes, yes, yes.
So
Okay.
it's something definitely that can be a good